Hello everyone, welcome back to another HR Minute by Darci. I am your talent acquisition expert with over a decade of work experience at national and regional level. I also help young people to discover their full potential in the workforce. In my last video, we spoke about the application platform. Today, I want us to deep dive into how we should update our CV when applying for a position. But before we begin, and also don't forget to support the show by subscribing into our YouTube channel under ForW, ForW, to help the show to grow. And also, if you like the content, please share with your network. Today, I want us to talk about the biggest mistake that we as candidates usually make when we are updating our CV or when we are applying for a position. Might be probably in the rush, and then we want to update our CV quickly and apply for the position. So if you see like I told you last time, if you see the job advert and then you have the deadline, just give yourself time to update your CV, which will also make this process easier for you. Because many people simply do a copy paste of the job advert into their CV, which is fine. But you need to know that behind each and every position that is out there, there is recruiters and panel who are dedicated to do a long listing, a short listing. So they take their time to review candidates' CV fully for them not to miss probably a potential good talent. It's something that you really need to take time to update your CV, review the job application many times, as many you can. And like I said, don't copy paste, okay? Because these people can spot it out and also raise concerns about the authenticity and the real experience. So that is why I always recommend to apply for positions that you genuinely understand and for which you have the required skill and competencies. It's make the process easier for you, and also you are doing to yourself a big favor. And also another thing that we usually like to do is to really apply for position that we know that we don't have the required skill, we don't have the experience, and we don't have the competencies. It's just a pure waste of time. For example, I'm an HR professional, and then all of a sudden I see a position for monitoring and evaluation. Yet probably I'm doing some M&E into some of my pro work and project, but that doesn't mean that I'm in monitoring and evaluations. So now I'll try to feed my CV with the requirement that is on the job advert and apply for that position. I know myself, and I know that I don't have the required skill, I know that I'm wasting my time, and I know for a fact that I most likely will not be shortlisted. So know which position you have the required skill and apply for it, because you are even increasing your chance to get that position. It's something. The job market is highly competitive these days, with thousands of candidates who are applying every day. So what is going to make your CV stand out of and move to the next stage of the recruitment process, as well as even why not getting the position? Also, let's differentiate your CV and also the CV template that now platform have already in place. It's not difficult actually to use the template. You just look at you just make sure when you update your CV and then you go back to the form, and then you just replicate the same thing. So before you go to the application platform CV template, just make sure your CV is also well aligned and well updated. Draft your CV. You just have like a draft of your CV. You just put any information that you need to, and then you will now start to structure it. Okay, it's very important. Now we have AI usually help people to update their CV. It's good. I mean, the technology is advancing every single day, so why not make use of it efficiently? Like, you can use AI to create your CV, but do make sure that you read it. You make sure it makes sense, because everyone now knows what is AI. So just make sure when updating your CV and you know that you have used AI, make sure that you make it realistic, and also to make your CV more credible. Okay? So when updating your CV, get straight to the point. Okay? A CV should really be something, don't really try to feed it with unnecessary information. Just put the information that are really needed. Other thing can come in when it's interview time, when you reach the interview level. So after your introduction on your CV, you will put your name and surname, address, email, and cell phone, and so on. So that part, you go into now your summary, which is your professional summary, which is very important, because immediately it gives a recruiter an overview of you as a candidate. So it's really important for you to do a professional summary on your CV. After the summary and the introduction, next you should list your education background. Finally, recommend and place it near on top of your CV. Why? Because when it comes to shortlisting, and we need that section to which background you have, what is your education background. You have a master degree, bachelor, or a PhD. And also avoid recruiter to go all the way to the end to look for the information on your education background. You need to arrange your qualification from the recent to the older. Include accredited certification as well. It's very important, because now project and institution keen for people to have certification. Regular short trainings may not be always highly relevant, but you can still include them if you wish. Another important point that I want us to discuss is you don't need to put on your CV your picture. Yes, CV doesn't need picture. Mainly, recruiters are interested into your skills, education, and experience, and honestly not your appearance. If you are shortlisted for an interview, they will then get to see you and meet you. When describing also your work experience, please provide detail, even to the smallest one. Don't be really just put the info, just short sentences and so on. It's good. Also, just give detail of what was your role, especially when delivering the task and so on. And during shortlisting, actually, there is no room for assumption. If you don't write something on your CV or any skills, or you don't give detail that this is what I was doing and that, they will just skip it. They will be like, yeah, he's doing project management, but he's not saying, or yet he's doing M&E into his work, but he's not coming strongly on the CV. They'll pass it. They will probably not even give you the point. because they can't see it on your CV. So make sure you put every detail into your CV. Always mention your achievement, even if they seem small. Every accomplishment matters. If you have an employment gap also into your CV, there's a gap, you were working from 2018 to 2020, probably due to COVID-19 period, you were unemployed, and then after that 2022 you got another job. During that short period of time, sometimes you just leave it blank for people to guess what happened and so on. Situations are different from one to another. And also we are not asking you to provide your life story, but just a brief indicating that help the panel to understand the situation, sort of just always trying to understand why is this person have this gap of 2 years or 1 year and so on. Could be also for situation like COVID-19 is something that is not within your control. You were unemployed on that period. Just be honest about it. You should always include also language into your CV, language that you speak fluently, okay? Not beginner level. If you speak whether English, French, Arabic, Portuguese, Spanish, even your native language, because language skills also are a valuable asset that you can get easily marks because of you are bilingual. Most importantly, be credible when updating your CV, because during interview there's no room for for trying to scratch your head because you went and put information that is not really credible, and then you go to the interview and find yourself quickly with robust recruiters and can quickly identify inaccurate or exaggerated info. You'll go and find yourself stuck because you won't be even able to answer the question correctly. But if you are a strong candidate, skills and experience will naturally speak for themselves. Now, another thing that on our CV we like to do, let's talk about references. On our reference, we like to put people with whom we are friends. It's good, I mean, it's really good, but on the real cases, recruiters are looking for relevant referee, like your direct supervisor, your work peers, or probably your former employer. So first and always, your direct supervisor should and must be into your CV, because either you provide it or not, when you're applying on recruiters on institution platform, you always say you are willing for the institution to contact your direct supervisor. So why not put it on your CV? Okay, so put it on your CV because that person is very important for you. And also, let me tell you, if you're currently having a disagreement with your supervisor and you're job hunting, it will be wise for you to maintain a professionalism and also make peace with that person if possible, for your own sake, because the feedback can strongly influence how an institution can assess your reliability, professionalism, and ethics. Okay. Your second referee can be a colleague or a peer, who can confirm your teamwork and your collaboration skills. Okay. And lastly, like I said, you can include a former employer. Reference from people in managerial or leadership position are even stronger. Final point, CV do not need to be a 10-page CV, honestly. Unless when you're applying for really a senior high level, like probably CEO, chairperson, so their position, well, 10-page, it's good, but it's also a tough work. The recruiter who have to review a 10-page CV, at some point they might be biased. Let me tell you, because sometimes it's not really realistic when you have like 1,000 of candidates and then a candidate have a 10-page CV. If you have a 10-page, I mean 7 or 5, but in an ideal case, 5 page should really suffice for you to be able to detail all your work experience, skills, competencies. And also remember, for people who have 2 or 3 pages, it doesn't make really you less value because you also have experiences. And don't feel ashamed when you're applying with a 2-page or 3-page or 4-page CV. It can be good, you know. Quality matters more than the length. Please make an habit to update your CV whenever you gain a new skills, competencies, certification, or achievement. Don't wait until you see your ideal vacancy announcement and go and update your CV. Sometimes you will be even in a rush to update because you need to apply for a position. So that is all for me today. Thank you very much for staying with me. And don't forget, once again, to subscribe on my YouTube channel and the ForW, ForW. Until then, take care of yourself and always strive to become the best version of yourself every single day. Mwah.